And the first lesson is incredibly simple. A part of everything you earn is yours to keep. Think about that. If you make $4,000 a month, you might pay rent, buy food, make car payments, pay bills, go out with friends, and purchase things you want. Before you know it, the entire $4,000 is gone. Then you tell yourself, I'll start saving when I make more. But when you finally get a raise, your lifestyle often grows with your income. You earn more, but you also spend more. The book suggests a completely different approach. Instead of saving whatever happens to be left at the end of the month, take a portion of your income first. Pay yourself first. That money becomes the foundation of your future. Because if you wait until the end of the month to save whatever is left, there may be nothing left. But when you save first, you're telling yourself something powerful. A part of everything I earn belongs to my future. Now, saving money creates another challenge. What happens when your expenses always seem to consume everything you earn? This brings us to the next important lesson. Control your expenses. This doesn't mean you have to stop enjoying life. It means understanding the difference between what you truly need and what you simply want. Human desires are unlimited. If you earn more, you can always find something else to spend money on. A bigger home, a newer car, a better phone, more restaurants, more entertainment, more shopping. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these things. The problem begins when your desires become the boss of your money. If you don't decide where your money should go, your impulses will decide for you. So instead of asking, how much can I spend? Ask yourself, what matters most to me? When you start thinking this way, money becomes a tool instead of a source of constant stress. Now let's say you've started saving. That's a great beginning. But the book takes the idea one step further. Your money shouldn't simply sit there. It should eventually begin working for you. Think about a seed. You plant one seed in the ground. You take care of it. You give it time. Eventually, that seed becomes a tree. And the tree produces more seeds. Your money can work in a similar way. Your savings become the seed. Your investments become the tree. And the returns can become new seeds. This is the basic idea behind compound growth. When your money earns a return, and those returns begin earning returns of their own, your wealth can grow faster over time. And this is why time is so valuable. You don't necessarily need to start with a huge amount of money. What matters is starting early, being consistent, and giving your money enough time to grow. But there's an important warning. Once people discover that money can grow, they sometimes become too excited. Someone promises to double their money. Someone says an investment is guaranteed. Someone tells them that everyone is making money. And suddenly, years of savings can disappear. That's why another lesson is so important. Protect your wealth. Making money is one skill. Keeping money is another. Before putting your money into an investment, understand what you're buying. Ask questions, learn, and be extremely careful with opportunities that promise huge rewards with little or no risk. The goal isn't to avoid investing. The goal is to avoid losing the money you've worked so hard to build. Now comes one of the most powerful ideas in the entire book. Your greatest financial asset may not be your savings. It may be you, your knowledge, your skills, your experience, your ability to solve problems, and your ability to create value. Think about it. If you lose your money but still have valuable skills, you can rebuild. But if you have money and no ability to create more value, eventually that money can disappear. That's why increasing your ability to earn is so important. Learn a new skill. Become better at your profession. Understand your industry. Improve your communication. Learn how businesses work. Learn how money works. Become more valuable. Because when you become more valuable, your earning potential can increase. Imagine two people who both earn $50,000 a year. The first person spends every extra dollar trying to look successful. The second person uses part of their income to learn a skill that could eventually increase their income to $70,000, $80,000, or even $100,000. The second person isn't simply spending money. They're investing in their ability to create more money in the future. And that may be one of the smartest investments anyone can make. Now step back and look at the bigger picture. Why do so many people struggle financially? It's not always because they don't work hard. Often, they simply don't have a system. Money comes in, money goes out, and they hope things will somehow improve. But wealth requires intention. You need to give your money a purpose. Some of it supports your life today. Some protects your future. Some gets invested. And some can be used to enjoy life. The important thing is that you decide. Because there's a huge difference between saying, "I hope I'll have enough money someday," and saying, "Every month, I'm building something." The second person isn't waiting for wealth. They're creating it. And this brings us to another important lesson. Wealth is usually built slowly. We live in a world obsessed with speed. Get rich quickly. Build a business overnight. Find the next big investment. Make millions before you're 30. But real wealth usually isn't that exciting. It's repetitive. It's sometimes boring. And that's exactly why it works. Think about a farmer. A farmer plants a seed. The next morning, he doesn't dig it up to check whether it's growing. He waits. He waters it. He protects it. And eventually, the tree grows. Building wealth works the same way. You save a little. You invest. You learn. You improve your income. You avoid unnecessary mistakes. And then you repeat the process. Month after month. Year after year. At first, the results may look almost invisible. That's where most people give up. They want dramatic results immediately. But wealth doesn't reward impatience. It rewards consistency. A small amount of money saved today may not seem important. But a small amount saved every month for 10 or 20 years can become something completely different. A small improvement in your skills might not change your life this month. But improving those skills year after year can dramatically change your earning power. And this is where the story of Arkad becomes so powerful. His secret wasn't some magical trick. He understood the rules. He saved part of what he earned. He controlled his expenses. He invested his money. He protected his wealth. He increased his ability to earn. And he gave the process time. No secret formula. No overnight success. No magical investment. Just a system. And perhaps that's the real message behind The Richest Man in Babylon. You don't need to become rich tomorrow. You don't need $1 million today. You don't need to predict the next stock market winner. You don't even need to know exactly where your life will be 10 years from now. You simply need to start moving in the right direction. The first goal isn't to become wealthy. The first goal is to stop moving backward. Then you start moving forward. One decision at a time. $1 at a time. One skill at a time. 1 year at a time. Eventually, those small decisions begin to compound. And one day, you may look back and realize that the habits that seemed insignificant in the beginning were actually the habits that changed everything. So if you remember only one idea from this book, remember this. A part of everything you earn is yours to keep. Protect it, grow it, learn how to earn more, and give it time. Because wealth is rarely created by one extraordinary decision. It's usually created by ordinary decisions repeated consistently for years. And that's why a book about ancient Babylon can still teach us something about money today. Technology changes. Jobs change. Markets change. Currencies change. But human behavior doesn't change nearly as much. We still spend too much. We still want more. We still chase shortcuts. And we still underestimate what small habits can become when we give them enough time. So don't ask yourself, how can I get rich quickly? Ask yourself a better question. What can I start doing with the money I have today that my future self will thank me for? That question might be worth more than any get-rich-quick trick you'll ever find. And that is the real lesson of the richest man in Babylon. If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more powerful lessons from the world's greatest books. And remember, you don't need to change your entire life overnight. Sometimes, one idea is enough to change your direction.